All right, this morning, the race for governor looks a lot different than it did just 24 hours ago. Erin Stewart suspended her campaign after a lengthy report detailing her alleged misuse of a city credit card during her time as New Britain's mayor.
Well, state police are now investigating those claims, and her decision to drop out comes one day before the start of the state Republican convention. Your reporter Taylor Knight is live in New Britain this morning, explaining how the party plans to move forward.
Well, the Republican state convention starts in just a few hours now, but that damaging report came out almost exactly 24 hours before the events start today at Mohegan Sun, completely shaking up this race. Republicans will gather starting today for the state convention. It's where party delegates meet to formally endorse candidates, including for governor. It was a three-way race, but now it's down to Ryan Fazio and Betsy McCoy. Erin Stewart suspended her campaign as soon as that report came out yesterday. It detailed how she used the city's credit card when she was mayor. It found more than $200,000 in spending. The report says a large majority was for personal use. Stewart has now thrown her support behind Fazio, calling on her supporters to do the same. He says he respects her decision to drop out of the race, and his campaign is looking forward.
We want to engage her supporters and every single voter across the state in the months to come, and I'll work as hard as I can to build those relationships, build that trust.
And this morning, we do know that state police are investigating Stewart's spending. At this point, though, she has not been charged with any crimes. Your reporter live in New Britain, Taylor Knight, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Okay, Taylor, thank you. We're staying on top of this major political story and taking a closer look this morning at that report and what Erin Stewart allegedly used tax money to purchase.
Caitlin Francis is digging through that report.
Yeah, there's a lot to get through, too. Take a look here at this stack of papers, more than 70 pages, including the 18-page report, plus expense records and photos, all included here, posted on Stewart's social media accounts that they've documented. Investigators cite those as evidence that she misused public funds. Now, investigators claim she connected the city's credit card to several personal accounts, like Amazon. She allegedly spent more than $47,000 over 9 years. This includes hundreds of dollars allegedly spent on birthday parties for her kids and her husband, as well as maternity clothes and jewelry. The investigation also says Stewart charged more than $19,000 at Costco for groceries and related items there, often through Instacart. Now, they claim the purchases had no connection to city business. Still lots of questions here this morning about those alleged purchases, including how they went unnoticed for years. Investigators claim the purchases were documented in city finance records as supplies. Stewart previously has said she was subject to yearly audits as the mayor of New Britain. However, those audits review the city's overall financial statements. They're not designed to review every individual city credit card transaction. Auditors had warned the city as early as 2019 about the risk of fraud, claiming Stewart often did not provide receipts. We're going to continue to dig through the details of this report. You can stay tuned for the very latest updates, both here on air and the WFSP app. Tracy, back to you.
All right, Caitlin, thanks. As for what comes next, New Britain's current mayor, Bobby Sanchez, says the city will look to recover any taxpayer money improperly spent. He said, quote, that includes seeking restitution from the former mayor for any improper or unauthorized expenditures identified through this investigation. Erin Stewart also responding this morning, saying, quote, I will be reviewing the report carefully. I will take accountability for any mistakes, and I intend to make full and complete restitution to the city of New Britain. We will have continuing coverage to the story throughout the morning and the day right here on Eyewitness News. You can also scan the QR code on the screen to read the full report and find it on our website or mobile app.